And, Coach, we are down on the Bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Denver Broncos. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway from the Superdome. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. They find some open field here. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 66 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. The first play from scrimmage. Some of these people haven't even taken their seat.
That's what is commonly known as a fast start. That's what my horse racing friends would say. They caught a flyer out of the gate. And guess what? They're in the lead now.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. Keenum. They will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. First carry for Devontae Booker. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's Keenum now on 2nd down. Throwing right side, that's complete to Demaryius Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Bronco first down. Keenum hooking up with Thomas.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they'll run it here. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
He can run for it, and he will. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
On is the punter King to send it away. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 13. Room here to run. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Easy. Yellow waiting. Got it.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Good.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Ready.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And all the way down to the 26. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Denver getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Keenum finding Sanders for a big one, 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Keenum now on first down. And he'll find Sutton on the right side complete. Wasn't a ton of space, but a great move. He's able to work it to the 20-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On second down, here's Keenum. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Keenum. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football?
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. McManus's point after is good, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Yellow waiting.
Now Brees. He'll let it fly in the direction again. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hey. You got 3. Ready. Yellow waiting.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brees. And the pressure gets to Brees as he's taken down. Domata Peko busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Forced out to his left. Looking long for... It got his man complete. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 41 yards. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. First down. Throwing on first down is Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the play.
Good set, good set, good set. Wait, you waiting? Check, check. 5-4.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Lutz now to kick this one away. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's got some space here. And out across midfield down to the 45. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On first down, Keenum throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sanders. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 22. Now Keenum being chased out left. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's going to get it all the way way down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And McManus able to put it through. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Right back to him on first down. Fighting him off. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
On 1st and 10, Keenum. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing is Keenum. Steps away to his left. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Ready? You waiting? 3 down, 3 down. All right, two. 11. Ready for set.
On second down, here's Breeze. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now they try the right side here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Right 20.
It's Keenum, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 4th down. Keenum to throw for it on 4th. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And some room to maneuver. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Breeze now on 1st down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Kill. Ready. Ready. Yes.
Breeze now. He'll let it fly in the direction. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain of 39 that time.
Here we go.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Breeze. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Adam Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
The drive starts with Devontae Booker. And some room to roam now. Devontae Booker. He's at the 50. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. A big run that time out of Booker. 48 yards on the ground. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Keenum now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sanders. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Keenum now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, first and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
On second down, here's Keenum. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. McManus now for the extra point. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
Sammy! Ready? You ready? 21! Got it! Here we go.
He's back to throw. Caught on the left side by Gill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Ready? You ready? Monday. Ready? What's that?
Back to throw. And Josh Hill has it. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Here we go.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Left. Ready? You ready? Ready? What's that?
He'll look to throw. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Okay. Ready? You ready?
Back to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Ready? You ready? 36. 12.
Breeze to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. Defensively now, one more play to stop. What are they looking for?
You want to take away their number one running option that you've scouted and take away their number one receiver and see if someone else can beat you.
A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady. Got it. 12.
One final try here for Breeze. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And the Broncos are going to get the football. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Ready. We waiting. Got it. Ready, what's that?
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big...
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adam Jones. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And they'll run it here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Roger, Roger, Roger. 22. 22. Hey, 52.
Now what can Keenum do with his drive? Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Ready. 290.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This being their second opportunity in overtime, 3rd overall drive. See if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
Here's Breeze to throw. That one complete to Hill. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the play. Backed up deep in their own territory. They were in search of a cushion, and the cushion was found.
And you have to think total game, even in overtime. As a head coach, field position still counts in this spot. So they had to get out from the shadow of their own goal line, get themselves some breathing room. Obviously, that helps them on offense, but it may help their defense, too. Might be necessary here in OT.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Easy.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Two first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
36. Easy. Ready. We're waiting. 12. Hey, easy. 21. 11.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Trying to lay one up deep. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We thought this